painting, there's just a couple things. One thing I forgot to tell you was that I sometimes like to get lids. I have some colors in here. I'm gonna dip my lid into my green paint, and then I'm gonna use the lid to make circles. I just dip it and then make dots. So there's a couple dots. I wanted to show you on the cardboard. Another thing you can do is you can peel. There's like a paper backing, and if you get it, you get a nice little texture right here. I'm not gonna demonstrate it, but you can use that like a stamp. You just put your paint on it, push it down. Fork, this is what I would do with the fork. Any color, I'm gonna take blue. I dipped my fork, you can see how I did that in the tongs. And I can just take, maybe I'll lift you up like this. I am sorry if I am making you seasick. Come on. So on that, I can just, ooh, that looks really cool. Can you see that pattern? I can even go back across the pattern. That's really fun. So part of this canvas is to give you some things to do to explore other things. Remember I said I had that sponge? And so I just randomly found this. This one, I'm actually dipping it in green and blue. I can use that, and I can just go on the edge, and I can make some different lines with it. And so see there, I made some really cool lines. I also mentioned a stencil. If you happen to have a stencil, I'm gonna use the same sponge because I don't wanna get up and move. For time's sake. I'm actually mixing now green, yellow, and blue because those are all neighbors on the color wheel, and I'm just brushing right over the top of that stencil. That gives me that cool little pattern. And so I have lots and lots of patterns. The only thing that I brought over, two things that I haven't used. Tissue paper. You can take tissue paper, I'm actually gonna tear it. I can crinkle it up. I can dip it in any color. I'm gonna do the blue. And if I have all those crinkles and wrinkles in there, I'm good to start going boop, boop, boop. It's kind of a sponge painting, which reminds me, if you guys have sponges like a kitchen sink sponge or a bath sponge, your parents don't care if you use it. I mean, you can always do that. Last thing for the painting, that's one of the fun things to do, is if your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or whoever you live with lets you have a toothbrush, dip it in the paint. Get them over here so you can see. So I'm dipping in purple. Now, purple and green and yellow do not go well together. Purple is friends with blue. Purple is friends with pink, so if I wanted to reuse it, I'd want to use my next door neighbor. So you just have to think about the rainbow and even write it out. If I am next door to you, you are my friend. And so in that case, those colors can be mixed. Now, this is going to be hard. I'm probably going to paint myself. But I just take that and I use my, ooh, no, I did not paint myself. I'm using my fingers. You're not really going to be able to see this very well. Just because of the angle and because it's such a fine mist, but I just take my finger and I just flick paint all over the top of it. So I would keep going and I could go on and on and on because you can have a lot of fun with this, but I'm gonna stop for now and go on to the next part. Now my hands are really dirty. I'm not gonna get up and wash them, but I highly recommend that if you did do, I'd just go wash your hands. I would also blow dry and do those things just for time's sake. Now, if you have washi tape, you can go ahead and you're gonna create a border. I've got ribbon, and so I am going to use the scissors to basically cut, can you hear me over here? I've got a piece of ribbon that I'm gonna use. I am going to use tacky glue. You do not need it for washi tape. Washi tape is already sticky, it's a sticker. So I'm squeezing this, tacky glue's pretty thick. It's fine to do this with Elmer's glue, just whatever you have from school. You cannot see it because it's clear, but I am gonna take that piece of ribbon and I am going to put that down my canvas. See how I did that? And then I can fold that over. The other thing is, and mine fell, let me dip down here, I'm back. I dipped down there and got my hot glue gun. And so the hot glue gun, just have a grown-up help you if you need it. I'm gonna flip that over the edge, and that's a quicker way if you are doing ribbon. So even if you have the washi tape, if you have ribbon around your house and you went, I burnt myself, I'll be okay. All right, so I'm not gonna do all 4, but what I would do is I would just make a little one here, one here, one here, and then I've got a cute little border. The next thing I would do is I would grab either buttons or jewels. Why I threw my hot glue gun on the floor, I cannot tell you. But I did. And so I'm gonna put the hot glue right on top of my ribbon, and I want it where the ribbon overlaps. And then I'm gonna stick a button or a jewel or something on there like that. Now, the last thing that you have to complete this project, once you get your little border, is you have the clothespin. If you don't have a clothespin in your bag, your mom or dad or whoever just needs to call me, because I was running around like crazy putting these bags together. But essentially with a hot glue gun or glue up here, if you want it this way, if you'd write, this is portrait, this is landscape. If you would like to have it to be landscape, you're just gonna stick that little clothespin right there. You can turn it this way, you can stick it up there. Now, a word on the clothespins. You can decorate those with jewels. You can put your jewels anywhere you wanna put them. So if you are missing something from your kit, again, call me, let me know. But on the canvas, make something cute. Again, I would love to have pictures. I'm really missing you guys. Have fun making your canvas.